Hello, hello, everybody. I'll just wait for some people to jump on. Happy Saturday. I got a lot of cleavage going on. Hey, everybody. Happy Saturday. Hi, ladies. Hello. How's everybody? Oh, a nail just popped off. I'm on live, like.
Hello.
Say hi.
Hi, guys.
Say hi.
Hello.
Lakin says hi. Tank and Samir, they're upstairs, so I figured this is the perfect time to jump on and kind of share my news while they're upstairs and it's quiet and they're occupied. I figured I would jump on and chat with you guys, kind of share what I have to share with you guys. Hi, Amy. Hi, Nia. Hi, Tanya. Tanya says hi, Lakin.
Hello.
How's everybody's Saturday going so far? Mine started off a little rough. I think my last live I kind of shared how I felt like I'm like having gallbladder attacks or like something's going on with me. Well, it happened again. I woke up about 2-3 in the morning, excruciating pain in my abdomen, like going to my back. Stayed up for like an hour, finally was able to fall back asleep. Woke up about 7. It was still like really intense, really nauseous, and I attempted to try to throw up. TMI, I threw up like some yellow like bile stuff. Needless to say, I have made a doctor's appointment because it seems like every time I eat certain foods, I have these really bad episodes and they're getting worse. So I made me a doctor's appointment, but the only downside is they didn't have any openings until the end of August. So I got to be very careful, and I just got to like really watch what I eat the next month, because this morning was like pretty intense. Gluten, yeah. Mine's been okay so far. Good. Hi, Christy. Hi, Tiffany. I was like, I don't know what it is, but it's something. So I feel like I have these episodes when I eat red sauce, which I talked about last time. That's been happening like the last like months, and it's gotten worse. But like yesterday when I ate, this girl, I wanted to support her. She made some birria tacos, and I only ate one because I had a big lunch, so I was full, but I ate one and dipped it in the sauce. So I don't know if it was like the greasiness from the pork, probably the greasiness from the juice, but just that little tiny bit. And it was literally like this big. It was bad, where I almost like went to the emergency room this morning, but it subsided finally. Like it like went away, but the pain was like so horrible. Took me out. Yeah, like I was like, I don't know what it is, but I think at this point I just need to go to the doctor. Something. So I'm like, everybody's been telling me to like that I need to just make a doctor's appointment, just go get checked out and see what's going on, because it's getting worse. It's not getting better. For the most part, it doesn't happen a lot, but I noticed it's really like with certain foods. And like I love spaghetti, I love masticholi, all of that, but I can't eat it because it's like intense, and that nausea, and I felt like I had a fever. Like I felt horrible. I didn't start feeling better, honestly. I just woke up from a nap like an hour ago. I ordered breakfast for the kids. We ordered Denny's breakfast. They ate. I was like starving. I was starting to feel better, so I ate like a pancake and I went back to sleep, and I woke up and the pain's finally gone, and obviously I'm better enough to be on this live. I have GERD. I've heard of GERD. Pineapple took you out. It's Lakin. Lakin. You got it spelled right. You may have the same thing. Yeah. And I'm like trying to stay off YouTube. I'm trying to stay off Google. Trying to stop self-diagnosing myself. But also what I've noticed too, today's Saturday, since Monday, my blood pressure has been like really jacked up. I think I shared in my last video that I posted the other day that last weekend I didn't feel good at all. I woke up like really, really sick. My blood pressure was like sky high through the roof, and I couldn't even get out of bed, and it was really bad. Like my medicine wasn't even touching it. And I notice now that I kind of, you know, I've had the blood pressure issues. I've been on meds for like the last year. I kind of notice when something else is off with my body, my blood pressure kind of like tells me too that something's wrong. So and then that happens last night. So I'm like, yeah, I need to go to the doctor, but I got to wait until I think like the earliest appointment I can get was August 22nd. And that's not even seeing my actual doctor. That's seeing another doctor in the office, because my doctor, she didn't have any openings until September, like the end of September. Do I increase your BP? Is probably, yeah, absolutely, Nelly. That's what I said. It's probably the pain in my stomach that raised it, because I can kind of feel like today it's a little elevated. The last couple days I haven't really felt 100%. I could tell my blood pressure's been bothering me. Take time daily to help control the acid. Stones. Yes, Christy, that's what my mom had her gallbladder removed some years back, and she said the same thing. Take Tums. Tums doesn't do nothing. Like, I've taken Tums when this stuff happens. I've taken some other like antacids. I've taken like a over-the-counter like nausea pill. It like doesn't really help. So we shall see. I made the doctor's appointment. I'll keep you guys updated and let you guys know kind of what happens with that, because it's horrible. Like, that pain is so intense and so bad. I'd rather probably go through back labor than that in my stomach. Like, it was, and it lasts. Like, sometimes I notice it might start maybe like within an hour after I eat. Sometimes it hits me in the middle of the night. That's where I notice these episodes. It wakes me up. Stomach pain. Prilosec. Okay. Maybe I'll try that in the meantime until I go to the doctor. But so that's kind of a little update on that, kind of how I've been feeling. Hey, Emily. Thank you, Christy, for your insight on that, because I feel like I think it is my gallbladder too. I really do think it is, especially since I keep having these episodes after certain things that I eat. And just from other people that have kind of experienced it, I really think that's probably what it is too. So appointment scheduled. Hopefully in a month we can kind of go in the direction. Maybe I hope they take me like serious and actually try to see. My doctor's really good, but I'm not seeing, like I said, I'm not seeing my actual doctor. I'm seeing another one because she hasn't any openings. So hopefully she listens and we get some answers, because my doctor, she's great. Like, I love her. Stay from GERD diet. I will look that up. The GERD diet. I will look that up after this video. It was just your stomach, yeah. So the whole point of this video was to kind of share something exciting that I've been working on. What I've been working on, it is now officially done. And the other day I made a community post and I shared that I was in the works of making a cleaning planner, a weekly cleaning planner, and it is ready and it is on sale. You can purchase this on Amazon. I will have it linked in the description somewhere. I think I already put it in there, but I wanted to kind of talk to you guys about it and show you kind of the proof copy that I got. I got the final proofs of it. Everything's good to go. It is live. You can purchase this and buy it, and I hope you guys like it. And it's very affordable. It's only $6.99, so it's nothing that's outrageous or overly priced. But I figured, you know, I've wanted to do this for a long time. I've wanted to make some type of like cleaning planner, journal, checklist, something that kind of helped, that will kind of work for everybody's lifestyle. Like mine, I work full-time. Other people that might not work, or people that are kind of like me too, where you're not always organized and you kind of feel like you fall behind on things because you don't have a schedule. Routines and schedules kind of work great. I notice when I have kind of a schedule and a routine, things go a little bit smoothly. You might not always do everything that you have planned, but I think having like that outline guideline of it, it kind of helps a lot. It's expensive over the counter. Yes, it is. I will. So this, it is a 8.5 by 11. So it's a really big planner. This is the proof copy. So your book obviously will not have this on there, but this is just the proof that I wanted to show you guys. So this is the front of it. And then that is just the back. So it is like a book style. There is 100 pages. So this is a weekly planner. So I have 2 different sheets in there. One that is customizable where you can write in and add what you want. Another one is already preset by certain days, what chores to do on the day, weekly things, all of that. Hopefully you guys can see it when I open it. But the first page, this is what it's going to look like. You have your weekly cleaning schedule. This is the customizable one. So it's blank. You can fill in, add in whatever you want on this. So this is more customizable to your life, what works for you. So you have that one. And then you also have this weekly page where it's kind of preset. Hopefully you guys can see this, where it's going to be breaking it down by the days. So you have your day breakdown and then weekly. And then this is just like your daily stuff of things that's kind of like just like the basic stuff, making your bed, things like that. And you're just going to check it off throughout the day. So hopefully you guys can see this. I know it might be kind of blurry on camera, but when you first open it, you're going to have, this is how it's going to look on your each side. So you're going to have the pre-made side and then your customizable side that you can fill in and put what you want in there. I'm really, really excited for this. Super excited. I got it. I've checked it out. I love it. It turned out perfect. Like I said, I've been wanting to do this for a really long time. And I feel like this will fit better. Yes, and it's big. It's big. So it's not a tiny journal. And it's like a book style. So you can fold this. You can take this with you. It's not, you know, the size is big, but it's not like bulky. It's very foldable. You can take it around with you if you have a big tote purse bag or whatever. Carry this with you. And I'm excited for you guys to see it and try it out. And hopefully you guys like it. So like on Mondays, and this is basic. I kept it like very, very simple on the pre-made one. So it's nothing that's like over the top. It's realistic because let's be honest, no one's going to deep clean their house every single day. This is just the way of helping you tidy and kind of keep yourself in check. So on the weekends, like me, I'm off on the weekends. I'm not spending all weekend trying to catch up and deep clean everything. Kim, no. So it has just this one style. I'm working on getting different covers, but as of right now, it does just come in this print. So if you're not a fan of this, sorry, this is the only copy that is available, but I am working also on getting some other ones that will be available too. So other backgrounds, colors and things like that. It'll still have the same setup inside like this. You can just have other options of like the cover if you're not into this style, if you're not a fan of that. I'm also working on a fitness planner as well. So that will be in the works too. And I'm going to work on getting that set up with different background styles too of the cover and the back. So stay tuned for that. But this is kind of just, I wanted to try this out first, kind of see how it went, did my proof, all of that. And I really like how it turned out. And it's more simple. So it's not over the top. You know, a lot of planners, there's just, I feel like a lot of it's just unrealistic. So like Monday, I'll just go through it. Monday, you clean your sink, clean counters, wipe appliances, sweep, and mop. Very simple. Boom. You can do this in the morning before you go to work. In the afternoon, if you're a stay-at-home mom, you can do this stuff during nap time. After work, you can quickly do this in the evening as soon as you get home. Very realistic. Tuesday, that would be like your bedroom days. So, and you can change. It doesn't have to be those days, as long as you're just doing it. Change your sheets, wipe all surfaces, straighten up your closet, declutter, sweep. You're gonna hear Samir. Wednesday would be like your bathroom days. So tackle your bathrooms, cleaning off the mirrors, vanity, cleaning the toilet, shower, bath, sweep and mop. Thursday, living room, wipe off all your surfaces, declutter, dust cobwebs, spot wipe walls, sweep. Friday, this is kind of going to be like your weekly, so declutter in your entryway. So like I have my back entryway. Honestly, by Friday, that's when it looks a hot mess because throughout the week, we're going in and out the house. We're running errands. Kids are going to the babysitter. So that area gets very cluttered because it's our main source of traffic where we come in and out. So declutter that entryway, get everything put up, put your shoes and all that away. Water your plants, clean your welcome mat, clean out your car, clean out your purse. I feel like we always forget our purse. I forget mine, so it's good to clean your purse out. They're up there fighting. I wonder what. They're probably fighting over the TV. For me, because I'm starting my own cleaning channel. Yes, I'm going to still buy it. I'm a pink and purple. Wait a minute, it's not that color. I'm going to still support you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hi, Jessie. Thank you, Anna. Hi, Kathy. Thank you. And then your weekend, this is going to be your other. So again, this will be customizable to you. So the weekend, if you don't do your meal planning, this is what I do. Meal plan, grocery shop, clean out your fridge, straighten up your pantry, which I think that's something that a lot of us forget to do. So that'll help you not overbuy things that you already have. Clean out your pantry, clean out your fridge, kind of shop in your pantry and your fridge before you shop. That'll help with that. And again, if that doesn't work for you, if you don't do any of these things, or if those days, you have the other side where you can customize and you can write in what you need to do based on the day, and then your weekly to-dos and your daily to-dos. So wanted to share that with you guys. I'm really excited, super excited for this, and I hope you guys really like it. Like I said, it is ready to be purchased. It is on Amazon Prime, so you will get it within 2 days, very fast shipping. And I will be sharing other colors. I'm working on getting other backgrounds and colors and things like that available. And then I am working on a fitness one as well. So stay tuned for that. Can you go see what's wrong with them, Lincoln?
Okay.
He's going to go see why they're flipping out because he's up there mad about something. Joyce. So that is my exciting news, you guys. Planner is live and ready to be purchased. So if you guys want to purchase it, I will have it linked for you guys to go ahead and purchase it down in the description box. And all of that. Thank you. Hold on, I got another thing coming through. Tiffany, not personal, no. Since it is through Amazon, I get majority of the profit. They do take a small percent. It's not a lot though. It's not a lot. So book $6.99, they get like $1 something out of it. So, but that's because they do a lot of the legwork of it. Like I, designed it, I made the book, all of that. But obviously they have to get something out of it since they're doing all the shipping and all of that. I don't have to worry about shipping costs, none of that. So I think it's fair. It's fair, So yeah, I don't get 100%, but I do get majority of it. They just get that tiny bit of it for doing the legwork of the shipping and all of that. Did you just close the door? What are they doing?
They're fighting over the TV.
Fighting over the TV. Fighting over the TV. I knew it. Thank you, Melissa. Good. Thank you, Tiffany. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, Carolyn. It's like a lazy day for me, to be honest. Like, I had planned to do a lot of things, but again, like I said, I woke up not feeling the best because I had that episode, but I feel better now. It's still, it's 1:45, so I was like, I still have the rest of the day to kind of do something. I'm not going to do too much just because I just don't want to overdo it, but I do feel much better than I did this morning. Thank you, Jessie. Yes, they fight literally over everything. And Samir and Tank, they are barely a year apart, so they are very close, but they fight literally over everything. Everything. They're fighting over the TV right now, and I'm sure Samir was upstairs already. He's been upstairs for like the last 2 hours because I took a nap, and he's been up there ever since I took a nap, chilling, watching TV. Tank went up there, and he is on the iPad, so I'm sure he's probably mad that Samir's watching something that he doesn't want to watch. Even though he's on his iPad, probably. He's on the iPad watching YouTube, watching these gaming channels because, kids are like obsessed with watching other people play video games. They don't play the video games. They just rather watch someone else play it. Hi, Marie. Thank you. Thank you, Catherine. Like, kids are something else. Something else. Anybody else got any big plans for the day? Like, what do you guys got planned for your weekend? How's the weather? Where you're at? Let me see what the temperature is here. I'm going to check. See if it pulls up on my watch. 75 here. Oh, that's amazing, Carolyn. That is very amazing. And I'm sure it's like hard at the same time. So I learned when I was in high school, I took German. I'm very rusty. I don't know a lot of it, but I took German in high school out of everything to take, and it was German is a very hard language to learn. I more so struggled with the writing. So like when it came to like the test, I struggled bad. German is very hard to like read. Like the speaking of it, like I kind of was grasping that, but like the learning to write and the read was tough. That was hard. Yeah, I will keep you guys updated on the whole stomach issues. I'm like nervous at the same time. I hope it's like not my gallbladder. Like just the thought of like surgery kind of like scares me because I've had C-sections, but I've never been like put to sleep. I've never had any other type of surgery where I've had to be put to sleep. So the thought of that kind of like, I have a lot of anxiety around that. But I think overall, if that's what it came down to, and if that's what it was, you have to do kind of what's best for your health to prolong your life and so you're not miserable. So we'll see. I will take it for what it is. I rather it be something that, not something much more serious. Woo, 95, that's hot. Oh my gosh, that's hot. That Texas heat. Texas is hot. Yeah, it was Alexandria. It was raining here a little bit ago, like a couple hours ago. It kind of rained lightly this morning. Ohio, cloudy and 82. Yeah, it's 72 right here. A little cloudy. The sun keeps like popping in and out. And then the clouds come back out. Where at in Texas are you? I lived in Houston before, and Houston humidity was like a humidity that was unmatched to anywhere else I've ever been in my life. Like that humidity was no joke. The heat is just so different than here. Like I feel like we have pretty mild summers here in Illinois now. It used to be like very hot. I feel like it's not as bad as it used to be. But like Houston, when I lived in Houston, oh, I couldn't take it. I couldn't. The fact that when I lived there, my first holiday living in Houston was Thanksgiving. And I remember it was like 86 degrees that day. And I'm like, this is crazy. Growing up in Illinois, Thanksgiving, it could be, you don't know what you're going to get. It could be like winter outside on Thanksgiving, or it could be like fall still. But I wasn't used to spending a holiday and it being like almost 90 degrees. So that was crazy to me. Here in Dallas. Dallas is nice. I've been to Dallas. I really liked it. Very, very like busy there. When I went there, like the driving was crazy, but I feel like Houston's driving was much more intense. Like you got like Chicago driving. Chicago does not have anything on Houston when it comes to the driving at all. You went to London, Amber? I have not. I have not ever been to London. Hi, Peggy. How did I end up in Houston? So that was, Lakin was 1 when I lived in Houston. Me and Lakin moved down there. One of my brothers, his sister, she lived down. I actually didn't start off in Houston. So when I first went to Texas, I lived kind of by Port Arthur. That's where I lived, like by Beaumont. If you guys are from that area, you'll know where I'm talking about. That's where I lived when I first moved down to Texas. And then while I was living there, I started off there, lived there for a while. I really liked it, but things didn't work out. I got kind of really homesick. But in the midst of me living down there, I actually met somebody. So I ended up moving back to Illinois. I still was talking to this person. And I remember I was young. So Lakin was 1. So I was like 24. Yeah, I was like 24 at the time. And I met this person and I just thought like, I was like devastated that I moved back. But at the same time, I was so homesick. I was like, I need my family. I got to go back. Like this is too far away. And I was just, I feel like I wasn't ready at that season of my life. But we talked and I ended up moving back to Houston for him. Yeah, so moved down. Then I ended up moving back to Texas after a few months and moved back down to Houston with the boyfriend that I had at the time. Me and Lakin uprooted. I just kind of picked up, drove down one day, decided like that's where I wanted to be, and drove down to Houston. I lived there for a little bit. And again, same type of scenario. I was like, I wasn't ready and I was really homesick. And at the time, I remember my grandma was still alive then, because obviously this was years back. My grandma was only passed just a couple years now. So she was still alive at the time, and like talking to her like on the phone, and so she kind of like wanted me to come back and felt like it wasn't the right choice. I feel like if it would have been a different season in my life, I loved Texas. I loved everything about it. I would move back in a heartbeat right now if I could. I loved everything about Texas. I just don't think it was a good time at my life. If it was like the older me now, where I'm a little bit more rooted and grounded and kind of more smarter, I think it would have worked out better than being young, early 20s, with a baby all by yourself, you know, where you're just in this big old state and you don't have anybody. So that's my little Texas story. It was short-lived, so I'd say like the whole total time was maybe like 6-7 month time frame of me living there. Loved it. Would definitely move back. It would be a place that would be on the top of the list where I would move if I was to move out of state. I would totally move back to Texas. Yeah, it would be. I know there's so many people that live there. And then I hear now, like, it's funny though, like I think back to, you know, at the time when I like lived in Houston, it wasn't like this popular place, like compared to like now, everybody wants to move to Houston. And I'm like, that's crazy. When I lived there, it was like, no, it wasn't that big of a deal, you know? At least not to everywhere else. Now it's like the popular place. It's like Atlanta. Everybody wanted to move to Atlanta for the longest. Now it's like Houston's turning into that. Yeah, Texas is really nice. Really, really nice. And when we went, one of my favorite places when I did live down in Texas, the first time I went was when I was still kind of living over by the Port Arthur area. We went to Galveston Island, loved it. Lincoln still talks about that, even though, you know, he was little. He don't remember but the pictures, and we loved it. I would love to take the other boys down there sometime. We went twice. We went there a couple times while we lived down there. Have you ever like traveled or been out of state at all, or you've like just never lived anywhere else? But have you ever left Cali? You got to get out and travel, girl. If you haven't, go experience life. Even if it's like the next state over or like a couple hours. Like I feel like there's so much to travel here in the US, a lot of hidden gems that we all don't know. I want to actually, my next travel, I want to go out of country. Like I want to get my passport and I want to take a trip out of country. Like my top, this might sound crazy, the very first place that I want to go is Iceland. That's like my top of my bucket list. I've wanted to go there for years upon years. Like I want to get my passport, and that's like the first place on my list that I would love to travel to is Iceland. Yay! Thank you, Jesse. Lived outside of Cali. Melissa, well, you don't have to move somewhere else. Go travel though. Like where would you guys want to go? I was like, where's your top place that you would love to go see? Whether it's in the US or if it's out of country. Like me, definitely Iceland. That's like my top place. Another place that I really want to go to, I really want to go to the UK. Always have wanted to go over to the UK. I've always wanted to go see Italy as well, and Greece is another place that I would love to absolutely go to. Last year for my birthday, I was originally, actually, was it last year? Yeah, it was last year. I was going to go to Puerto Rico, but things kind of changed at the time. The tickets were like really expensive and through the roof. For like a round trip, it was going to be like $1,000. And like me and my cousins were like, we're not paying that. So we ended up going, oh, I didn't go anywhere. I spent my birthday last year in Chicago. I didn't travel anywhere, but this year I went to Nashville. Next year, I'll be 33. I think that birthday, I want to spend it like out of country. I want to go somewhere else. It's hard to even think about traveling out of state with them. Yeah, see, I haven't been out of state with the boys. Like we talk about like Disney and going to like Orlando a lot. Like Lakin always, he talks about all the time and really wants to go to Disney. So I'm hoping in the next 2 years. There's no problem. I want to go. Like we could go. Excuse me, my biggest thing is just Samir and like traveling, like someone's gonna need to be with us like that. I won't be able to travel out of state by myself with them. Like I'm gonna need somebody with me. Let me catch back up on comments. Hi, is it Reagan? Is that how you say your name? Hope I'm not like pronouncing it wrong. Family lives in Puerto Rico. New York, yeah, New York's another place I would love to go to too. Laura, yeah, like them pains are intense. Super intense. that side of the family is from. Yeah, Puerto Rico's so beautiful. And like my cousin just went there for like a week. Another girl I know just went there. I would love to go to Puerto Rico. But next year on my birthday, I really would love to go out of country. Oh, good. I'm glad I didn't butcher your name. I was like, sometimes with spelling, it's like, you just don't know. So I just went with what it looked like it, that's how you pronounced it. Scotland. Scotland's beautiful too. Scotland's beautiful. I would love to go there. Another place that I would really, another thing, not a place, I would love to go to on a cruise, but I'm really still scared. Still kind of scared of the whole cruise thing. Being so, I think it's just the water, and then you see all these crazy videos. Like now it seems like everybody's like going overboard lately, or just, that's just like my biggest fear if something goes wrong, and I don't know how to swim. So when I was 7, I almost drowned. And after that, I was like traumatized, like it was bad. Like I literally legit almost drowned. And the same day, one of my other brothers almost drowned too. So it was, that day kind of like traumatized me. So I never like learned how to swim after that. I feel like I can swim like a little bit, but it's like, I think it's just the fear of not feeling what's beneath me. That's what's kind of in my head after having that experience. So when I think of like cruises and something going wrong, and I don't mess around with water. Last January, I went to Miami when we went to Key West, and I almost drowned at the beach in Miami because the waves were like intense, and the wave took me out and I couldn't get up. I spent like, it felt like 5 minutes. I'm sure it was like probably 30 seconds, but I was like under the water, and I started from like here, and I was like all the way like down because the wave like took me. That scared me. I'm like, see, like, I don't care how good you can swim when situations like that, like there's nothing you can do. Nothing at all. See, it's so dark and scary. It is. It's creepy. No, girl, I feel that. It's so true. It is so true. It's hard to do a lot of things with kids. Maybe start with like, how old are your kids? Because I feel like that plays a factor too, like their ages, like how old they are. Because that's going to determine on what you can do, what you're comfortable with doing. A room above water with a balcony. Yeah, I don't think I would want a room where I'm like seeing the water. Like I look out my window and I'm seeing the sea and the fish and everything like swimming around. I don't think I would like that. And at nighttime, I wouldn't even be looking out the window. I'd be scared. I follow this girl on Instagram. She's on a cruise right now. She did a 9-day cruise, but she went on this cruise by herself. She just went through this bad breakup and just a lot going on in her life. And she felt like she wanted to be on this like self-healing journey. So she booked this 9-day cruise, and she's on this cruise by herself right now. Yesterday or like the day before, she was in the Dominican Republic. And I just been like watching her, and I'm like, man, I wish I could get to that point in my life where I can like travel by myself. People that have, they say once you get to that point of just doing anything by yourself, whether it's like going out to eat, going to the movies, going to dinner, take yourself on dates. They say once you kind of experience it, it's different. It's a great feeling. 3 days. See, that's what I thought. This year for my birthday, originally, I was thinking really, really hard. There was a 3-day cruise that was, I think it was, where'd it go? It was like the Virgin Islands or somewhere like that, but it was only 3 days, and it like, you like took off out of Miami, and it was like through the weekend, but ended up not doing it because other people were still scared. Like I was going to try to go with my cousins and then my mom, but it ended up not happening. But I think that's how I'm going to start off, is just like a small one, 3 days. That's like not far. Another place I would love to go to is Hawaii too, but I heard it's like very, very expensive. That'll be a very expensive trip. This girl I know, she spent like $3,000 just on the trip itself, eating, the flights, the stay. She said it was very expensive. So I'm like, Nordic cruise, it goes all through skin and you get to see the, oh, that would be so pretty. Yeah, like a Disney cruise. I think about that with my kids too. I want to give them that experience. Like I didn't travel or like take trips honestly until like the last couple years of my life. So after my 30th birthday was the first time I took a real vacation. I went to Florida. That was like the first like vacation I had ever taken in my life, traveled like, and when we went that first time we drove, I didn't fly. Had flown before that years back. I had flew to Texas. And then once you take that first trip though, you're going to want to do more. You're like, okay, when's the next one? What can I do to take that next trip? And then I've been to Boston, I've been to Maine, I've been to New Hampshire, I've been to Florida twice in the last couple of years. I've been to Boston is in Massachusetts. Where else? I went to Nebraska, up to Nebraska by South Dakota. I went for New Year's. We did this like a random trip. We went up for a long weekend, which was really nice. Nebraska is a very beautiful state. Where else? Nashville. That was a fun trip. Yeah, you just got to do it. Plan it, even if it's just like a couple days starting off. And really, traveling is not as expensive as we think it is. And there's so many options out there where you don't even have to pay for things up front, like Afterpay. Go on Afterpay, you guys. You can book flights on Afterpay and split it up. Hotels. I don't know about car rentals, but it's really, I feel like the biggest part of traveling is like, the most expensive part is probably just like getting there and the stay. And then you're going to obviously have your money to like eat. And if you want to buy little things, but it really doesn't cost that much to travel. Plan ahead, start doing it in advance, like make a little savings, set up something on the side where you start putting that money in for that little trip, even if it's just a weekend trip. So yeah, that's why I heard Disney, your kids definitely need to have that. I would love to do the Disney cruise. Yeah, I think that's what I would love to do with my kids one day. But we might want to wait a little bit until, I think Lakin and Tank would do fine with traveling anywhere. It's more so just Samira. I think now it's like the flying, because it's like the fear of you don't want your kids screaming or misbehaving because you feel like all eyes are on you. And if you've flown, you know, and I know for the times I've flown, other kids screaming, it is kind of annoying. You don't want to feel that way, but that's just the real reality, because you're in this tight little cramped space, and when a kid's crying or screaming, you're already like, oh, I just want to get off this plane. Dubai, and she said that it's beautiful there. Yes, Dubai is another one. Dubai, I really would love. This girl I know, she just went to Bali like maybe like a month or so ago. Gosh, beautiful. She went on, it was like an excursion trip, so it was like a group of people. That was another thing I was looking at too. Another option was to join like these travel groups where it's just like different groups of people from different parts of the country, other countries, and they all like, it makes it cheaper, and you kind of do all these excursions and everything on this trip together. So that was something I told my cousin about, like, hey, maybe that's something one day we should look into doing, is like one of those big travel, group travel trips or something. Kind of breaks up the cost some. Road trips are nice too. I love road trips, and I feel like you see so much on the way too. You can stop, kind of check out different things, especially when you're going through different states. I love a good road trip. Love a road trip. That's where we went last year. We went up to Michigan. We went up. It was like a 3-hour drive, and we loved it. Loved it. It was short, sweet, new and different. The kids had a blast. So just more things like that. Gotta try. That's my goal. Maybe not this year, but next year start kind of just doing things like that. Maybe twice a year, just picking somewhere that's like within a 6-7 hour drive and just going there, taking the kids so they have that experience. Because I didn't have that experience. We didn't travel when I was a kid. My mom and dad didn't have a lot of money, so we never did any of that stuff. Like, I didn't really experience a lot of things that I should have experienced in my childhood until I was an adult, when I was able to do it myself. So I would love to give that to my kids so they can have that experience too, and then they can share that with their kids and kind of build those traditions. So where my job is, that's part of the stop is through that Route 66. Like, the whole town is like based on Route 66. Like, there's so much history in it. I would love to do that road trip too. I said, when I get to the point in my life where I can retire and my kids are all grown up, me and my cousins say that all the time. They're like, we're going to just be us 3 old ladies. We're going to do that whole trip across the country. Traveling club they have them because it's only the price is reasonable. Yeah. See, like that's what I heard. It's so much cheaper and it's more affordable because there's so many people kind of splitting up the costs. And that's another thing too. That's why I say when I've like to the places I've traveled, it's been like a couple of us. So we split up everything. We split up the hotel. We split up the rental, the flights. Obviously you can't split, but that's probably the most expensive part is the flying part. But obviously if you do like a road trip, you could split the gas. It makes it so much easier. Because people are like, how can you afford to like go anywhere? And I haven't, last place I went was Nashville for my birthday, which that was a pretty expensive trip. Really expensive, but again, it was like spring break time. My birthday falls during spring break, so everything's overpriced. And originally we weren't even gonna go to Nashville. We were gonna go to Clearwater, but we waited too long to book our flights and the tickets went through the roof. Oh, I bet. Everything's so expensive everywhere. It seems like the cost, like inflation since COVID, it's insane how much everything costs. I have to, well, actually, I registered the boys for school already online like a week ago. But on August, I think it's August 1st, we go to do the rest and turn in like their physical stuff and all of that. So I'm like, oh, I wonder how much like the fees are. Yeah, wouldn't it? It was amazing. Yeah, exclusive resorts. That's what I would love to do too, like an adult-only resort where there's no kids and it's just chill. Nothing beats a relaxing, like just chilling vacation where you just kind of like, you leave reality at home and you're just relaxing. Everybody needs a good reset. I feel like those are good reset trips too. So you kind of like reset yourself from your life and the busy day-to-day chaotic stuff. It helps a lot. So it's about 2. I'm probably not going to stay on too much longer. I just didn't want to take up too much of your guys' time. Just wanted to pop on, share that announcement about the planner, kind of chat with you guys a little bit. I do have a video that is going up tomorrow. It's going to be a grocery haul. There's cooking. I'm going to be sharing how I made that banana cream cake. If you guys saw that on my community tab, I'm going to be making that in there and another recipe. So that video will be going up tomorrow. And then next week, I have Tuesday, I have a Temu haul. I got a bunch of stuff from Temu that I'm going to be sharing. So that'll be Tuesday's video and then another video on Friday that will be coming out. So lots of good stuff. I'm really excited for the planner, just filming content. And I do have something else that I'm kind of working on too that I will share very soon. So stay tuned for that. I'm kind of doing getting some last kinks out of something else. But yeah, happy Saturday. Thank you guys for always supporting me and supporting everything I do. And I hope you guys try out the new planner and you really like it. Like I said, I'm working on getting some other background colors of the book and then also working on a fitness planner as well that I'm working on too. So stay tuned for that. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. Relax, spend time with your kids, your family, just kind of be blessed and don't overwork yourself. Don't overstress. Enjoy your weekend and start your week off productive. Grab that planner so you can keep your house in order and have a good, fantastic weekend and week. And I will chat with you guys tomorrow in tomorrow's video. I might actually premiere it so we can do a live chat. I know I premiered one of my other videos and everybody really liked me premiering it and kind of chatting with you guys as you were watching. So I might premiere it. Otherwise, I might just upload it and let it post. But if I do premiere it, I'm shooting to have the video go up about 11. So that's kind of give you an idea of what time that'll go up. All right. Bye, Jesse. Bye, Reagan. Oh, Karen, did you just hop on? I have a weekly cleaning planner that is for sale. It is on Amazon. You can find the link down in the description box. I did share it, so you can click that link and it'll take you right to the planner. It is $6.99. You can buy it on Amazon. It's really cool. It just launched. Really excited, so go check it out. All right, bye guys. Have a great weekend.